2011. This is the Ethical Times, and we're talking about Wall Street, Occupy LA. I had the opportunity to get a small video camera and walk about Occupy LA. I'm Dr. Vikki. I'm with the Ethical Times, and I'm also, you can listen to me on the radio, Progressive Radio Network, on Sundays at 5, and every other Thursday on WBAI on the Ethical Doctor show there. Go online, find the information, and listen, and also call in. Being from the 60s and growing up, my youthful age growing up in Berkeley, I have a relative good memory of what things went on during the 60s in terms of organization and what were called actions. I was very focused in the 60s on actions, taking a problem and then working on how do we make it known to the people, how do we make people conscious about the issue, and how do we do this in a nonviolent way. It took hours, it took a lot of work, it took a lot of writing, and it was never a simple charge for an action. But those actions did have value, which I'll be talking about on the Ethical Times, as well as publishing what I call the pink papers. It is a tent city, and I will put the videos together, little snippets, and music. Occupy LA, today, tonight, Occupy LA. Drums beating, people being friendly, being helpful, being nice to one another. Everyone upset, and talk about the 99%, that they're all the 99% disenfranchised. I can tell you I've been disenfranchised for quite a long time just for speaking out. More than disenfranchised, attacked. But they, announced, like, go over here and there's this course and that course. I went around looking for the courses. There was one little course, and people were sitting around trying to learn about banking and the bank industry a little bit. A lot of smoke was very difficult. If you have asthma, stay away. A lot of people smoking. Free concept, free. Everyone helping each other, like making t-shirts, spraying things, giving people things, but also free enterprise as well. I saw a lot of people buying t-shirts that were being made, so that there was capitalism. People were buying t-shirts. Also, there was in order to stay alert and awake, on the side there was a espresso truck, so that people would go get their espresso. And it was not free espresso, it was buy the espresso. And it was announced, like, go get your espresso on the side. Organization was happening, but at a very youthful and young level, and I couldn't tell if there was any serious Trotskyites or old SDS people or weather people. I couldn't get any feeling of any experienced organization. A lot of walking and meandering, which you'll see in the videos that I'll be posting. The greatest thing that I saw, though, was the zombies. I like the zombies. And what the zombies were a group of women who, zombied themselves up with, blood and everything, and made them look, like, walking zombies. And I like them because that sort of spoke to me about everything. And that youth doesn't know about the past in the 60s, doesn't know about all the things that were done to organize and what organization is. They're walking zombies too. People who have been really destroyed by this economic hardship, are walking zombies. And the banks aren't zombies, that's for sure. The banks have done very well. And the zombie part about it, I think, is our inability to really discuss the fundamental issues that have happened and try to reveal them. As a constant, not so much a cover up, but a constant lack of education and any desire to actually get to the bottom of things. So zombies is exactly a feeling that I felt of people meandering, walking around, blood sucking, people having their blood sucked from them. Another part. I went to the media tent and they had some uploading, they had some equipment, um, and everyone was very pleasant. I spoke to the police because they were allowing you to even park, um, on the road where there's no parking, and they weren't telling people or giving them tickets. The police were very laissez-faire, very. It didn't sound like anything that's going on Wall Street in New York at all here in Los Angeles. So I went up. There was a group of police on the stairs of the council building, and I said, what's going on? Can you be interviewed? And, no, we can't be interviewed. We have to go through the press office, the usual. Well, how do you see it? And couldn't get him on camera, but basically, a head sergeant told me that this was an issue of facilitation. So basically, the word in the City Hall area is that they are to facilitate this action. They're to facilitate the camping. They're to facilitate the sit-in, be-in, zombie event, and that's their role. They did not have any sense of hostility or anger. At most, this was an annoyance. Like, what are these people doing? It's not going to do anything. This really is just facilitation of people to get to speak out and talk and lecture and give speeches. A lot of speech giving, a lot of songs being sung. Direction, no. Attempts, yes, I think in organizing the class, there's classes that they were doing. There was supposed to be a documentary class, and I wanted to go to that, but it didn't exist. Next to it was the banking, and I began to listen, and the people who were involved in it really weren't at the level of really understanding the banking crimes that are in the United States today and continued. I have no idea. I have no idea where this is going to go. But the good thing is that there's no heads being bashed, and it is a facilitation by the police. And no one's doing any harm there. No one's, except for the smoke, and perhaps being exposed outside will result in some people getting very ill. This is Vikki reporting on Occupy LA, the Wall Street Inn sitting, and this is 10/11/2005 from Los Angeles.